Welcome into another edition of the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey along with the head coach, the 10-0 Union Redskins, Kirk Frederick. That sounds good, doesn't it?
It does. It's a lot of fun to look back and you think about the regular season, the things that took place and the amount of big-time games that we played during the season. All adds up to it being playoff time.
Yeah, you go back all the way to Euless and some of those early games when it was so hot. And we're going to take a look at the stats for this game, Union against Mustang, as the Redskins win. And boy, the first thing you're going to notice is some bedlam-like offense out of the Redskins, 592 yards.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, especially for our offensive line. You know, to have 312 yards rushing. You know, getting over that 300 mark in rushing is pretty big deal. I know we had a few of those last year with Shamari at tailback, but Darius Boone getting a little over 200 of those, and we really were proud of our offensive line in that they got Darius. That one of the goals they had was to get Darius over 1,000 yards, and so he eclipsed that mark for the season. And Peyton Thompson did a great job. Adrian Wilson, AK, just had a fabulous night receiving, and that adds up to a lot of yardage, and was really proud of the offense.
And obviously Mustangs, they can play offense as well. You see 346 yards right there, but a lot of that was kind of innocuous because you kept them between the 20s a lot.
Yeah, you know, there was obviously some breakdowns defensively. I felt like that they did some things that we hadn't worked on in several weeks, something they had not shown, and so because of that, you kind of revert back to, all right, what's your defensive skill teaching? What do your linebackers need to read? And we kind of had to reteach a little bit on the sideline. Credit goes to our defensive staff for getting some of those adjustments taking place, and we're able to slow those guys down a little bit.
And some great players of the game. Really happy to see Lawrence Harris. He's a workhorse for you to be your offensive player of the game.
Well, Lawrence Harris has just been fabulous all year. He's done a great job in the blocking in the run game, and continues to do that. And then also had just a really cool catch. You know, we got a touchdown catch in the second half, and so really proud for Lawrence and just how solid he's been for us this year.
And obviously Jordan Kelly on defense, he's been great all year long. Probably could have named him almost any time.
Well, Jordan has played really solid. You could tell by his attitude when we came into the game the other night that he was going to be ready to play. Had a couple tackles for loss and was really solid up front. Made it very difficult on Mustang up front.
And then you mentioned AK. He gets player of the game when it comes to special teams.
That's right. AK is doing a great job for us in special teams as well. We had a kick return for a touchdown, and that's always a lot of fun to see all three phases of the game playing so well, and to get AK that touchdown on kick return was pretty cool. And
it was senior night, and it was a pretty cool moment when a special senior led you out of the tent.
Yeah, it was awesome to have Kevion there, and obviously he's been with us in spirit, and our kids have really rallied around his recovery, but to see him come out there and be a part of what we were doing was a lot of fun, and as well as many other seniors. You know, it's senior night for a lot of people, you know, our spirit groups, our band, and so forth. But I want to bring special attention to 7 ladies that have given so much to our program, our athletic trainers, and then our student managers, you know, that film a lot of the shots that you see, that we see in practice, our coaches work with, are done behind the camera with a couple of ladies, and again, the ones that work as athletic trainers. So much support and appreciation goes to them.
You have no idea how much all these people work. Hey, well, they've got one more game at Union Tuttle. We'll talk about that one later, but first of all, when we come back, it'll be the highlights. Tulsa Union taking on Mustang.
At Classic Chevrolet, we are 30 years strong, and we proudly support all Union athletes and their parents.
30 years of treating you right the first time with excellent customer service,
affordable financing, and an award-winning service department.
Show us your school spirit. Tag us at Classic Chevy Owasso on Facebook, showing off your Union pride. And we don't want to just sell you a car. We want to help you buy a car.
Classic Chevrolet in Owasso. Visit us online at ClassicChevrolet.net.
No matter how you play, or work, or live, life sometimes throws you a curve. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we help you get back to playing, working, and living your life. EOC, Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. Visit us at eoc.com.
Union fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of the Union Redskins. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Union Redskins athletic app will keep you up to date with all things Union. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Union Redskins. You can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back to the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey. That's Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Redskins. Let's get right to the first half highlights, Coach. Senior night coming out of the TP. Kids love that.
It is. It's a neat deal. Kids grow up all year long wanting to run out of that TP, all their life. And neat experience for our guys and for our seniors. Some of these guys have run out of there as freshmen being brought up at the end of their season. We've got a couple of freshmen in there tonight, but none more important than Kevion there up front leading our guys out. Kickoff return, JT McLeod mishandles it a little bit, but still with a lot of speed, good blocking down the field. We get a nice return outside the 40-yard line, so it's a good start. A little misdirection play to start off to Darius. Get a tailback out in space, that's always a good thing, and he's worked really hard catching the football out of the backfield and has done a really good job with it.
You're going to see him make a lot of people miss and just avoid tackles.
Running the ball really tough inside. I love the block off that edge right there by Quentin Barnes. Just does a great job getting the edge for us and good blocking there. You can see Ricky and Quentin, Tanner Fort, those guys get that edge sealed off. Great blocking by C.J. Moore down the field and just an outstanding job. Lawrence Harris on the peel back block there, and we're in the end zone. Just how you'd want to start out. Start out with a little trick play here. We've got probably the smallest kid on their team hiding behind the line there. They've tried that play 2 years in a row, and Jordan Kelly sniffs it out and makes a big play for a 3-yard loss. Really proud of him to see that on the first play.
Biggest guy finds the smallest guy.
Yeah, biggest guy versus smallest usually turns out pretty good. Got good coverage down the field, good pressure, and is proud of our secondary and the way they continue to battle all night against a good receiving corps. That guy right there has done a great job for us. AK, lots of yards after the catch, just does an outstanding job. There's CJ, that ball was thrown about 4 yards out of bounds, and he stretches out and keeps his feet in. Just a nice job. AK on a little wildcat situation there. Does a nice job picking up first down for us. We come back here. Quarterback's got forever to throw the ball, puts a good ball in there. Their guy makes a nice play, knocking it out of CJ's hands. Get the ball to AK again. Good blocking on the edge. See AJ Davis in there blocking for him, and come out here and kick a field goal on the second drive, and Noah does a nice job with that. Alex Davis getting the ball down on the tee, and that's a good unit right there, working really well. Braden Spicer makes just an awesome play at linebacker early there. They get the edge on us, a couple of these things. As I said before this half started, is that few things that we hadn't seen that our guys are having to battle through. Nice play by our nose guard, Murdoch, on that play. Kind of quarterback scrambles out on us, got to get him out of bounds. He's an outstanding talent. It's just giving fits to people all year. They do a good job on the edge. We kind of miss a line there. You see Landon Wood come down and making a big stop, but again, we're having to match their physical play, and right now Mustang's a lot more physical than we are. Doing a good job there. We get him down on the ground, and fortunately for us, we're able to stop him on that play. Ball right back to the offense. And you can see Darius right now, great job getting the ball on the edge, having a guy that can read it, can run the ball inside, find a few holes here or there, has really been a plus for us the last few weeks. Come back to the boot play to Peyton. Peyton gets the ball out to AK. Nice job getting the first down for us. A little play action, and AK makes a nice play. Tough to bring down and so elusive, and just continues to churn up a lot of yards.
He's sneaky strong too.
He really is. Does a nice job. great action out of the offensive line and tailback. Peyton puts the ball right where he needs to, and then they're trying to rip that ball out. He's doing a nice job hanging on to it, and we get a lot of positive yards out of it. Here we are, we get him out of the backfield here. Good blocking up front there by CJ and AJ to AK. There's a lot of initials in that play right there. Come back on a 4th down. Going to kick a field goal here. Do a nice job. Coach Davis does a great job. We get an overload shift out of the field goal unit, and you can see that Alex Davis does a great job shifting into it, and we're able to kind of sneak away. We don't quite get the touchdown, but we get the first down out of the deal. It's hard to tell if he where he gets. I think they get him in there, but they held him up on the forward progress rule. Gives us a first down right here on the goal line, and we punch it in, and Darius will take that touchdown.
And those kind of plays are not just points plays. Those are mental plays for the other guys.
Absolutely. Love when you work on something to be able to come in and execute it. There's a great job by Trey coming in, Trey Thompson, outside backer. There's Jordan Kelly again with the big play inside. If he gets any hand on you, you're going to go down. There's Nate Raper. Great job on that one, and good play call on their part, little quarterback throwback, and took a lot of effort for our guys. You see Braden chasing it down. But again, good football team, good offensive football team Mustang has, and we've got to rally around and make some plays. They come back, little quarterback read play, and we just misfit the pulls, and he's going to make you pay. Good quarterback, great job running the football, and unfortunately for us, it gets it right down there on the goal line, and they're able to use the physical play they have, and we're going to have to regroup our guys, and they realize they're in for a football game.
You made them work for it, though.
Come back. Love seeing this right here. This guy is running all over the field in the first half. Love this play here. Great block downfield. You see JT McLeod, a lot of guys on that unit making great blocks, and we're able to take it in for a touchdown, and love to see our special teams scoring.
Best thing about that is he trusted his speed.
Absolutely. Got down that sideline, does a great job with it. Kind of a ping pong match here. You talked about Bedlam. It looks like it right here. We've had 3 scores in 3 plays, and so we're going to have to, again, try to settle in and get this thing taken care of. Really like how A.J. Davis came in at receiver, junior slot receiver, came in and made some really nice plays for us. You saw him there catching the bubble out of the backfield, and then Darius run the football. Gosh, the protection is outstanding. Doing a great job. They cover it up. Peyton does a smart thing pulling it down. Again, we're just getting the ball out in space, getting a few yards, going to kind of take what they give us, and our guys are continuing to battle, moving the football down the field. There's AK again. Nice job. Takes about a 4-yard pass and turns it into 7 or 8.
What a great block on the corner.
Oh, great job there on the outside there. Of course, Mario Rowland, we talked about him doing a good job. CJ, again, blocking so well on that edge. Great job by Lawrence Harris on the kick-out block. And again, our guys just doing a really nice job inside. Eating a lot of clock, letting our defense make some nice adjustments, get the ball down the field, and again, was real impressed with their defensive corner and how he handled that. How about the play there by Braden Spicer? He leads our team in tackling. Does that because he's making plays just like that one.
That's how you feel right
there.
there.
There's no doubt about it. There he is again, winds up on the end of the play. He and his buddy Nate Raper, 2 senior linebackers, are going to be really tough to replace. Those guys are playing so well. Here they are up front. Jordan Kelly, what a great play. I mean, just settles down, throttles down in the hole. Good change of direction play. Jordan makes a nice stop. There's Spicer again. Mike linebacker chasing the tailback out in the flat. Ought to be able to play the game at the next level. There's Cade with a great stop there to the outside. Gets the ball right back to that guy's hands. He's had a great night. Just give a little fly sweep to him to the outside. Again, making a nice stop. Love the block there by Darius on the sprint out. Gets us out of the pocket. And just been a great show so far. We kind of airmail one there towards the end. We're looking at the half and trying to see what we can get done. We come right back here. It's a really nice play. Good job by Coach Roki to Lawrence Harris. And didn't quite get it into field goal range, but we were able to eat the clock out there.
So 24-14, felt really good about some of what you've done offensively, and even though you missed the one fit defensively, you're really making them work for yards.
We are. We're making them work, but again, we're trying to get those guys to refocus back in on what are your basic things you've done since the beginning. I know they're doing a few new things, but there's nothing new about playing physical. You know, when they're going to get after you, they're playing like it's their last game. It was a must-win for Mustang. We need to match that physicality and get after it in the second half.
All right, we'll see that second half coming up in just a second. Union and Mustang next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
I'm not playing with you. I can bend a little bit. I can play a little bit. I'm here for you. I can see a little bit. I can see a little bit of you. I got a hold on you. You got a hold on me.
My name.
I got a hold on you.
Mine too.
I got a new swimsuit with glitter and fringes, and I got a case of the too many Benjamins.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independent Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independent Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
We're back on the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey, the voice of the Redskins. Kirk Frederick is the head coach. Let's get right to the second half highlights. It's a 10-point Union lead at the half, and you have to go on defense right away.
We do. We want to try to get an early start here. And what a great start by Big Leroy there, Jordan Kelly. And just a reference there to his nickname I gave him as a sophomore, Leroy, for Bad Leroy Brown. And you can sing the rest of the song as this half goes on. But how about Tomlin out there? Elijah does a great job. We get a 3-and-out right off the bat, just what you'd want our defense to do. And unfortunately, they get one as well. And so we get a little bit of a defensive battle. But so proud. Cade right here again. Cade Farquhar punting. We come in there. Alex Davis is heads up. As Cade says, I was aiming for that kid again. Hit him right in the head. And right away, we get Lawrence Harris. What a great throw and catch. Love the play call. Outstanding job. Hit the tight end right down the seam. And as I think Coach Young, his coach, says, hey, all we do is catch touchdowns.
Yes, sir. Well, if you watch that play fake, those linebackers snap up quickly.
Yes. Outstanding. Back on defense, a lot of guys rallying around the ball. Again, they had about a 260-pound tight end that we had to deal with, and gives them that first down. But you can see there's another guy in there, Trey Thompson, but Isaiah McGuire at the defensive line is playing really well and continues to make things happen. And so Isaiah, we're real excited about what he can bring to us here in the playoffs. Great start and stop there by the tailback. What a great job making guys miss up front. Again, catching the ball out of the backfield. Get a nice throw and catch to the outside there. Unfortunately, got our hands placed a little bit outside, puts us behind the chains on penalty. And we've got to come back in here and get a nice catch. Good job there by Lawrence again, in traffic, catching the football. This was a third down play that I talked about earlier. Probably the best play that AK made all night. Converts that one for us. Those are kind of daggers to a defense when they're playing tough and a receiver and quarterback make a nice play like that.
That's a pretty good catch right there, too.
Unfortunately, it bounced on us and didn't count, but we almost pulled it off anyway.
I was convinced.
Absolutely. Here we go, right back on the ground. Going to earn this one honestly, and you see Darius there, great blocking up front. Again, can't say enough about our guys. Zoen came in there. Zoen came in and filled in for us in a backup spot at guard and just played really well. And then another guy that came in there, actually a converted tight end. We moved Brock Henry in to play some tackle in the second half, and Brock did an outstanding job for us. Got a good throwing catch there to Jordan Kelly, and comes in there, and again, another big guy catching a touchdown is always fun.
Well, anytime you see a defensive line with that kind of hands, that's going to get some people's attention.
He does a really, really nice job. Of course, we've known the kind of hands he has. I think he's wanting to play tight end for his whole life, and he's caught a couple of touchdowns for us this year. Defense steps up again, it makes a nice stop. Great blocks on the edge. Darius doing a nice job. Again, just carrying the football, like I said, he had over 200 yards, and you can kind of see it as you watch the show where it's 4, 5, 6, 7 yards at a time, and that offensive line doing a great job. There's Brock out there on the edge, blocking well. Again, a tight end sliding down in, playing some tackle. I'm pretty proud of that kid for stepping up and helping his team. Come back, love the play. Great job, kind of a stop and go there to Cade Farquhar. Just a nice touchdown, good senior, playing some quarterback, receiver, and punting for us, and Cade gets a big touchdown. Gets to the fourth quarter after Braden gets that nice stop, and they hit us again, a little out route, kind of a post-out outlook there, and we get him out of bounds that time, and then you just see a sea of red in there making the stop. Come back here, great job down the field. We just kind of misfit quarterback. Again, saw him do this on film all year. Really talented kid, makes a lot of plays. Getting to the edge, we're starting to fit it a little bit better. Corners coming up, making a nice stop on that edge. Again, quarterback scrambling. A lot of guys, Cade Brown coming in, making a nice stop. They're earning a little bit too much for us. We don't like giving up fourth-quarter touchdowns, and unfortunately, this is one of those drives we wish we had back. But again, the game's starting to get out of hand a little bit. Our guys relaxed, and Mustang made us pay for it. Under a mishandle on the kickoff, we're very deep in our own territory. We need to get the ball out of our territory, and that guy can do it right there. Great block up front. Darius gets us out of a hole. Love this right here. You see Zolan with the big block. Get the down block there by Brock, and we're able to kind of split the seam there.
You better wrap him up because he bounces off those
Yeah,
other
runs
tackles.
very strong. He's doing a nice job carrying the ball high and tight. I think this is that point where I said, hey, don't run out of bounds. Let's keep the clock running, and Darius continues to do a nice job for us. Come back here with Keith Dorsey. Keith gets in there, gets a nice carry. Do a nice job here, kind of hitting AK underneath with a great ball. Again, all night long, thought Peyton was putting the ball where it needed to be, and I'm very proud of the performance that our quarterbacks had. Come back in here with the new quarterback. Got Tyler Fisher in there, does a nice job getting the ball out to Ettrick. Get the ball to Ettrick again on a little fly sweep. He does a nice job getting positive yardage in there. Got Blake Johnson in there at offensive guard, senior offensive guard, doing a good job, and we're able to convert another field goal.
Feeling good about the score right now, but again, you still want to go out.
Yeah, you want to do a good job here. We're able to sub a few guys on a kick return. Had a couple of starters, a couple of subs, and they do a great job executing the reverse. You can feel the cameraman there. They do a nice job on a reverse. We miss the leverage on the backside of it, and they make us pay for it, and they get that quick touchdown. After our hands team does a good job, they kick an onside kick. Keith Dorsey comes in, does a good job there. Got Jalen Smith in there. Again, doing a great job. Taylor Barker at offensive line. Got Michael James in there. Grant Heiser. Those guys up front, some senior offensive linemen doing a really good job for us, and proud of those guys as they continue to battle. Unfortunately, we stretch that play out a little bit too long and aren't able to convert there and get a little turnover. So defensively, we got to come right back out. You see Alex Drain with a great stop there, senior outside backer. JT McLeod just step for step, great coverage down the field against their best receiver. Does a really good job with it. They get the ball to the tailback out in space. Alex Davis chases it down, makes a nice stop there. Again, defensively, our guys are just battling, doing a good job of making them earn every bit of it, getting a lot of guys in there. And man, how about that one right there? Great fit by C.J. Harris. C.J.'s played a lot for us at linebacker as a senior linebacker. Makes a nice stop and then causes a fumble. We get the ball to Keith Dorsey. You better not sleep on that guy. He's gonna make you pay if you relax at all. Good, does a nice job for us, and we're able to ice it here.
So the 10-0 season comes to an end, but that means that there's still something ahead, a lot to play for. A difference in the playoffs now has been there for a couple of weeks. We'll talk about that, having the off week and that kind of stuff. And we come back on the Union Football Coaches Show. We'll get some up close and personal, and we'll talk about what's next for the Redskins. It's playoffs round number 1. That's next on the Union Football Coaches Show. Welcome back to the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey and Kurt Frederick, the head coach of the Redskins. Let's get right to up close and personal. Got some wonderful shots of Union's win over Mustang.
Yeah, great shots. David Fisher just delivered again, had outstanding. None better than this one right here, Kevion Cooper out front. We've got our seniors there leading our guys out of the TP on senior night, and everything that he's gone through, I couldn't be more proud of him. Here's Jordan Kelly, that first play defensively. Finds the little hideout play they had there. Does a great job there with Spicer. If you've ever looked at yourself in the mirror, that's it. You got Ricky got caught looking at himself on the Jumbotron right here, and he's posing a little bit. So got you on that one, Ricky. Great shot here. You got AK on the fly sweep. Again, kind of seeing where he's going to go, and you got Peyton in there and Darius. We're going to graduate a lot of hair. You're talking about seniors with Spicer, and then this one right here, Grant Heiser at tight end, made a nice catch down on the end zone in this last game. Jordan Kelly again, along with the defensive front there, doing a nice job. I think I don't think that running back won any more of that one.
No, probably not.
How about Nate Raper again, playing really well? We talked about that in pass coverage. Here he is down the field, defending the pass. Nate's been really solid for us. And then running backs coach, Bo Brandon. He's also our JV head coach, JV White head coach. That team was 5-1 this year, so did an outstanding job. Bo's been with us for a couple of years. And as you said, the reaction of the other sideline. There's two guys that are pretty fast. They're on that relay team in track. You got AK and JT on the kick return there. And then Peyton throwing on the run. Got great protection by Darius. Peyton's been outstanding for us at quarterback this year.
All right, so playoff time, Edmond Santa Fe. What do we need to know?
Yeah, the Wolves, a really good football team. This is that time of year where the two districts start talking to each other like, hey, whose district was tougher than the other one, you know? And so you get the 1 versus 4 matchups, and you wonder, well, are they fourth because their district was tougher or whatever it might be? But I will tell you, athletically, it's going to be a big challenge. Those guys are putting up a lot of points. Offensively, they do an outstanding job. A lot of 10 personnel, a lot of stuff that's going to spread us out. And so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch and see how some of the other games turn out as well.
Playoff time. The other thing is this will be the last game at Union Tuttle Stadium, because even if Union wins, there's a pretty good chance they won't be at home next week no matter what. So you want to come out and see this one. We'll see you next time on the Union Football Coaches Show.